Hey everybody, hope you can see this because today we're doing stuff a little bit different. We are going to have some chit chat girl talk. Um, I got a lot going on here, so I'm going to pretty much just talk to you guys and do my makeup at the same time. And I'll talk about transparency. Hello. Let's see how fast I can get this over and done with. Today I want to kind of talk to you ladies and gentlemen if you're watching, or actually anybody if you're watching, um, about the market psychology, like the cycle. They call it the psychology market cycle. Let's get that right. Um, I guess it's like anything in life, and you can judge my makeup. I don't even care because I kind of just slap it on and just go. Oh, whatever. It looks how it looks. We'll see how it looks at the end, right? See how quick. I'm not trying to spend all time. Call it a makeup tutorial, crypto talk with the girls and guys, whatever. Um, all right, so I'm gonna try and break it down to you as real as I can, because obviously transparency. Hello. Um, Remember, none of this is financial advice because remember, I don't know shit. Um, let's start with. All right, I always talk about a roller coaster ride. So just think, you're going and then woo, and then right back up, right? So that kind of how it goes. So it starts with disbelief. Let's say we're kind of at the bottom right before we're about to go up. Like, oh, I'm kind of getting on this roller coaster ride. What's gonna happen? And you're like, is it really gonna go up? Well, let's change the roller coaster because we do hope it goes up, right? Um, so disbelief, pretty much. Oh, it's a sucker's rally. This thing's gonna fail. Talk and you. Everybody has their own opinion. So then you go from disbelief into hope. You're like, wait, this this might could happen. What's going on here? This coin or whatever might have a chance, and then you're like, you're contemplating back and forth, like, wait, should I get in? I don't know. So then you go to optimism, right? You're like, the rally's for real. Uh-oh. Everybody's talking. Hopefully you're doing your research and your own due diligence, right? So then you're like, yeah, this rally's real. And you start to believe it. So then that moves us to belief. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So then you're like, all right, you're believing this. Time to jump in. Don't ever load up your bank or, back up the truck, as the run guys would say. But some people do. And they're like, it's time to jump in with both feet. Let's go. Um, Remember, try to only put in what you can afford to lose. Like I always say, like you're going to the casinos. You never know what's going to happen. All right, we're going to tie this mess up real quick. Watch this. You want to see the fastest tie up ever? Boom, boom, boom. Twist, twist, twist. Flip it. And let's get it out of my way. Not really quite paying attention. All right, so here we go. Hair's out of the way. Back to belief. Time to jump in. Let's go. Ooh, okay, I'm going to invest. And then that's when the thrill of the roller coaster ride, if you will, begins. All right, y'all. Not quite sure where I'm looking, so I'm just looking straight at myself while I do my makeup. So then you start buying, and it becomes a little addictive. We're not gonna lie, especially when you find things on clearance. When the market's up and down or whatever. Um, so then when the thrill, the buying spree happens, you start telling everybody, yo, I got into this coin. Best coin ever in the world, no matter if it's one of my faves, SHIB, Saitama, Baby Doge, this Casio X Metaverse, no matter what your token is, excuse me, you start telling everybody. And then markets are like, boom, right at the peak, right before you're about at the top, and you're like, woo, woo, this is the best thing ever. That is where euphoria comes in, peeps. You know, euphoria. You know, euphoria. And you're like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna be rich. And you're just woohoo, gung-ho about everything, right? All right. So, then here we go. The roller coaster ride. Because what goes up must come down, right? We'll get there. So, then it turns into, it's just cooling off. It's going to be a little bit there. You start contemplating, wait, what do I do? And then your anxiety starts to kick in when it starts going down. And this is why, if you're a long-term holder, all this stuff's not even going to matter if you don't plan on touching it, right? So why give yourself stress that's not needed? Just let it sit. Then you don't have to stress about it. If you throw your rent money, your bill money, all that money in, you're going to stress to the max. Fun fact. Don't do it. So then you're in denial once it starts hitting the bottom because you're stressing what you shouldn't have put in. Not financial advice. But whatever. Let's just say it'll come back. And everybody's gonna be wrong. People are selling, blah, blah, blah. It'll come back, right? So then we move from denial to anger. Freaking coin. This thing stinks. Whatever. You know, the government. Blame whoever. Blame China. Blame Russia. Blame whoever you're going to blame, right? So, then you start getting a little sad because, man, that thing is going down. And then you have the other people who are like, oh, yeah, it's going down. Time to buy. Not financial advice. I don't know how many times you technically got to say all that, but anyway. All right, so you're like, man, why'd I do that? I'm an idiot. I should have never. Go crying. Because you did something dumb, or maybe, I don't know, you bought in really, really high or something. Who knows? Everybody has their own stinking scenario. And I don't know everybody's, so nor do I want to. So then you go from your depression straight back to disbelief when it starts going right back up. So you went up, oh yeah, this is awesome. Then you go right there and it starts coming back down. And if you would just follow patterns and just do some research and see what happened, or, 6 months, a year ago, what the news were back then, you start to see things, Obviously, if you were following my videos, you know about my whole SHIB disaster. It's a bunch of shit. I could do those puns all day long, let me just tell you. So, back to the disbelief. So that's what I mean about a roller coaster ride, right? It's just like, whoa, ooh, and it can get crazy out there. So just try, I know everybody's like, do your own research. Make sure you do your own due diligence. And it's true. I can tell people what I think and can tell you, go watch this video, go watch that video, and until you do your own digging, because that's pretty much what it is, and it's supposed to be fun, kinda, with all these tokens, and you just gotta understand, like, what's happening here. And I was just watching this awesome show on Vice. Vice is an awesome channel, by the way. You can learn a lot of stuff. If you're like one of those people who like to sit back and relax and learn, feed the brain, definitely got to watch some stuff on Vice. So it was about the .com era, and I always like to talk about the .com era because, not for nothing, I'm gonna be 45 next month, and oh, I remember senior class and computer class and doing the whole Oregon Trail. Oh, your mother. Let's see how fast I fix that. Ready? Gone. So, .com, right? And I always reference the fact when David Letterman interviewed Bill Gates, and it kind of made it like a joke. Like, you ever hear of, what do you say, the radio? You ever hear of something else? Anyway, now look at us. I was watching this interesting thing about Netscape, and I totally forgot about Netscape. AOL like ate up Netscape, and then a lot of mess. And then, fun fact about pets.com, did not know about pets.com taking over like that. But then I watch all these like flashbacks um, to like Macy's parades and stuff like that, where this puppet, sock puppet, I kind of remember it. But you know, those were like in my 20s. And if you were like anything like me in my 20s, they're kind of a blur. But anyway, big girl now. But it's interesting to like go back and remember like all this started, and that's what I constantly say is, this is like the internet, the gold rush for the internet, you know. And when people really, because right now they're like, oh, fake news, there's so much of this and that and what have you not. Where in bejesus is my makeup? Technical issues here. Not technical. If you call makeup technical issues, alright, we're gonna have to improvise here. Found it. And do a little bit of this. So, anywho, I don't believe on drawing on some big old bushy old eyebrows. I'm just trying to enhance my little hair that I have left on my eyebrows. Anyway, excuse me. Back to .com era. I get off track. So here we are, crypto, NFTs. And why is it that as soon as the celebrities start talking about stuff, then everybody kind of jumps on the D train? Anywho, it's gonna be the same thing with crypto. And every time I hear somebody say, "Oh, well, I should buy it right now because what if it doesn't come back down to like you will never see these prices ever again?" All right, well, months ago when let's say Dogecoin was at, I think the highest was like 69 cents or something like that, and I mean I bought in at 0.003. We won't talk about that. Anywho, now it's at 14 cents. So that's where dollar cost averaging is coming in, baby. Anywho, everybody, when they finally realize what's happening here, you're gonna see some craziness. You're definitely gonna see some craziness. Oh, and by the way, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm about to go and do my video, and I just wanted to have a little chat while I did my makeup. Bottom line here, people, just research before you get in. If you're new to it, don't listen to anybody. Do your own thing, man. Research, figure it out yourself. Don't be like me and lose millions of tokens. Or I still don't think I did it. I'm telling you, it's there somewhere, and the Lord will show me the way. Ow, I just scratched my nose. Anywho, it's gonna be huge. and I've been in for 2 years. I got a lot of learning still to do, but the little bit of knowledge or medium-sized knowledge that I do have from all the awesome people that I do follow on YouTube, um, there's a lot of information out there, and you can learn a ship ton. Get that? Learn a ship ton, people, before you go invest in your house, which please don't ever do that. Like, that would be the dumbest thing you could possibly ever do. Unless you get lucky, then hey, good for you. Do your research on your favorite tokens. Just don't go jumping into anything. Think before you go jumping in. You got to learn how the market works. If you hear me fumbling, it's because I can't find my blush. And I know I got blushes. The best thing I could say is just do your own research. You got to understand there's always going to be ups and downs because it's just what happens with anything. Literally anything. Get in on the right time. Never buy when it's all high. Never buy at the top after it's up 20, 30, 40%. Let me go buying now, because then when that thing goes down, you're going to be kicking yourself. And you're going to just wish you did your research. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you get it done. Get her done. That's funny. Get the research done, people. And learn so you know kind of what you're talking about, kind of, sort of. It's going to take a minute. You're not going to become some crypto stinking... that's right, people. These are all mine. Look at that. But if you can only see how many mascaras I got to make these things actually work, they're not. In the end of the day, I can't even see with my glasses on anyway, because all the mascara got kicked on my eyes. But, just research. Just research. Your mother. Hey, it blended right in. Look for things that ain't gonna kill the bank. You know what I mean? $10 here, $25 here, $5 here, $10 here. At the end of the day, if you don't plan on touching it and you actually hold on and don't jump on the bandwagon when people say sell, no, why? Because in a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, like, you want to be financially free. You want to just not worry about anything. Generational wealth. I don't want to get quick money right now just to last me until I blow through it, or buy a house and boom, it's gone. Major goals, baby, major goals. Just invest in your future. Do your research. Know what you're getting yourself into before you do anything. As much as you love your friends and your family, they don't always give the best advice, So, in that time that it took, let's see, what are we at? 18 minutes. I hope you got something out of my rambling. Probably not. But see, I'm not trying to spend all day doing this thing. I think I talked more and got distracted more than anything. So, on that note, take what you will from this video. I don't know why I keep looking over here. It's like I'm looking at the back of my phone. I don't know. Take what you will from this video. And let me see if I can see you. And just try and share some knowledge. And I'll be back on here later, because I finally figured out. What did I figure out? I figured out how to get myself in a little box down on the computer screen so I can finally show you what I'm talking about while I'm still talking to you, right? Told you I don't know shit. Until we meet later on, everybody, have a good one.